Your reaction to Gordon stepping away from football right now?
I don't know any other way to put this, and I'm really, I just like to apologize to everybody on the show ahead of time because I'm pissed. I'm just going to say it. I'm disgusted. I am sick and tired of this guy getting chances. Listen, here's the bottom line. You are about to get suspended. It was a report by the NFL Network earlier this morning where we were talking about how, he was being cited for substance abuse again, and he was about to receive an indefinite suspension from the National Football League. This is already a man who's lost a full season, actually 2 full seasons, 2 years. I believe the years was 2015, 2016. He was gone. Came back with 5 games left in the 2017 season. The Browns had faith in him for 6 years. He ultimately, let them down because he needed to go for the same issue that we're talking about now. He needed to step away to get himself together after reporting the camp for them and what have you. And so then after that, he ultimately comes back, and then they wash their hands of him because apparently he had broken a promise to them or whatever the case may be, and they said enough's enough. So the Patriots pick him up. I think it was like September 17th, if I remember correctly. Tom Brady, the great Tom Brady, a 5-time Super Bowl champion, raved about you. Talked about your talent, your ability, how fond he was of you, getting to know you, et cetera, et cetera. You were in a situation that obviously is run by Bill Belichick, and we know what this man means to the game of football and what he has accomplished. And yet you find yourself in this situation again. Now, we can sit up there and say he's an addict. And if you want to sit up there and look at it from that perspective, because that is the reality, I understand those who call for a degree and a level of compassion. But what I would ask people is think for 1 second. We know what he's done to himself. We know how tragic that is. We know what he's cost himself dollars-wise. We know what he's done to his life. We know how it's compromised his family life, except we get all of that. And that's obviously a very, very sad thing that garners all of our contrition to some degree. But the other thing is, look at the amount of people this man has turned down. I don't want to say anything else because I'm so disgusted at such wasted talent, a wasted opportunity, an opportunity to take care of himself, his family, and everybody else because of the same stuff. This guy was taking Xanax and weed and everything else from the time he was in middle school. I understand it's sad that he's an addict, but it appears he's an addict. That's what this comes down to. And as far as I'm concerned, if I was an NFL team, I wouldn't touch him. I just wouldn't touch him.
You and I see this very differently, Stephen A.
I know we do.
What's the old expression? Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind, always. This shame does nothing. It doesn't help. Being addicted to drugs does not make you a bad person. Maybe it's a weakness. It needs to be addressed. The struggle goes on. There's no end to the struggle. This is life. We struggle every day, and we just try to struggle better. And he's trying to struggle better. Now, if he committed a crime, if he hurt someone, that is bad, and I will say that if and when that news ever came out about him. But the idea that he should be castigated today because he is abusing a substance or substances, well, why do you think he's been taking Xanax and weed since he was a teenager, since he was a young kid? Guy has problems. Like, he's a superhuman athlete, but he is still a human being. And today, when I hear this news, look, are we cynical? Do we think, oh boy, the other shoe's about to drop, he's trying to get out ahead of it? Sure, we understand the reality. Yeah. This is the way stuff works. But that's not where my thoughts, that's not where my thoughts go in terms of like a comment I would make on him today. It's, I hope he struggles better. I don't think he needs to feel shame today. You're right, Stephen A. He has let teammates down, I'm sure. And that's something he's going to have to deal with and eventually take responsibility for. But if he's having mental health issues, if he's abusing substances, if he shouldn't be out there on the playing field, then he shouldn't be out there on the playing field. But I wouldn't be done giving him a 5th chance and a 10th chance and a 15th chance, so long as the person he's hurting is himself and he's willing to continue to struggle.
Yeah, Stephen A., my initial reaction to what you said at first was it got me very, very upset because I don't agree with you, but I hear you, and I think what you're trying to say is you wanted to see him succeed. You see a talent that's provided teammates and fans with joy because of what he can do on the football field with his ability, and to see it wasted, I think, is frustrating for you. I agree. I agree that it is, what Josh has done. Has he let people down? If you want to go that road, sure, he's done that, but it's not about that, in my opinion. The New England Patriots knew every single week that Josh walked in that door, and every single week that he was there with those walkthroughs and practices and meetings and was able to make it to the game, that was a victory. And they did everything they could to provide him with that support, to give him a good environment, that type of encouragement, to be there for him, to support him 100%. And so now it looks like it's just the cycle has sort of, restarted again in terms of the problems that he's having. It's a real battle. Addiction's a real battle. We all understand that. For Josh to deal with this now and take the step away, or is he going to is he going to get suspended? And I believe this time this would be a last chance type of thing. I don't know how far he is along with that third, fourth, fifth chance. Is it banishment from the league? I don't know what it is, but all I know is he put it together for as long as he could. And I was a fan of his this year. I love comeback stories, to see him in those moments like that with Tom and see him in that organization, because I know what it's like in that organization and the support that he was getting from Tom and those players and everyone being happy. And the fan base of New England, they embraced Josh in terms of what he was trying to do for the team and for his life. So this is a disappointment. I was a fan of Josh Gordon. I still am a fan for Josh Gordon, and I hope he gets his life right.